Alright, so we back. Another trading day. Looking at the dollar index, we have this previous high again, ran yesterday's price action, seeing price trade down into this previous quarter's low, find some resistance. Also, we have this small little imbalance here, and now price is starting to trade higher. As you can see right out the gate, as it's open, it just started running higher. Drop down to a 4. What we see is price tapping this new week opening gap in the during London session, and trading higher. Also, we have this fair value gap here. So now we just want to see price continue to reach for previous week's high, 98.019. First, get past there, and then we got 98.008 still being the draw for the week. So 1 hour. Yep, we're getting higher prices right now, so it's looking pretty good. Again, 98 even will also be another. If it doesn't ultimately get there today, 98 even will be a good target to reach for. London highs. Good day. I like that. New day opens right at the area where the weekly open came in. Got a lot of liquidity still in the market, so I want to see how this pans out today. Again, it's already above previous day's high, which we see right here. So yeah, we just waiting. I don't see anything here. Let's sweep on this liquidity here during London session, pre-market session. Dollar looks pretty good. NASDAQ, as you can see, we got this slight dip below yesterday's low, and then a trade back into the range, or previous day's low, which is Friday's low, and then a trade back into this previous candle's range. So this is what we have right here from here to here, we're in last week's trading range. We're in the middle. So again, this down move from yesterday was something that I didn't want to see. I was considering higher prices, but if this move is actually just a stop hunt raid to start to trade lower, then I would want to see that this Friday's range serve as the catalyst for lower prices and ultimately down to 24,240. So today is it's a very interesting day. Today and tomorrow will be very telling for where price wants to reach for. It should start showing some momentum out of this range that we've been in, really, and we're still in February's the first week of February's price leg in a deep discount. So we just seeing right now. Also, you see that price is respecting this previous month's low, January's low. It's showing some support, some resistance, right, to get higher, previous month's low. So with that, we drop to the lower time frame, and we have lower time frame breaker has already been violated, so I'll delete that off my chart. And again, with yesterday's move, run up into weekly open, it starts to trade lower again. Previous Friday's low was taken. Now we're starting to trade higher. We've already filled in this fair value gap here. Want to see if this could possibly be some liquidity that price can use to trade lower. This would be Asia's liquidity. We want to see if price can get back above here. If not, shorts. We got an hour and a half left on this candle, so it's going to be real telling. Let's see what this is on the lower time frame. Yeah, nothing in here really to kind of indicate any. This is the only area that's very important right now. So if we get like a trade above here, that would be a first high that's taken. But if we don't, again, I'm looking for shorts. Yeah, so that's Asia's high, right? We've already had price run below Asia's low, so Asia's low is no longer a liquidity point in this market. It's already been accumulated. We do have London low still intact. I gotta figure out how to get all this stuff automated. This is gonna save me so much time. These are the levels I like to be all the other indicators that I've seen so far I don't really like in terms of the visual. I gotta figure out how to automate mine, do some coding. But yeah, so we got 30 minutes left until this hourly close candle. I want to see what price can do here. I don't like this gap either. Again, price traded into it, did not trade below it. So, and even so, it's already been filled all the way in. So you want to see if this is a valid gap, which I really don't like. You want to see it finding some support, price finding some support there. We've gotten back above midnight open. So again, it's looking like some strong bullish momentum right now. I want to see if price can sustain this. ES. Already I see we have SMT at the Asia high and SMT at the London lows. Let's go higher first on the time frame. We also see that this gap has been being respected. We have it trading below these lows. Also, we have price trading below Friday's lows, Thursday and Wednesday's lows. So we have a strong trade down. Let me see. It didn't take the high, but it took the lows. So we want to see now if this will become a bearish order block to hold price lower. We also have this inside this, which will be a breaker. Yeah, I want to see if price can hold it lower. Another reason why we will be looking for shorts, higher time frame wise. Again, it just looks like, price is shifting lower here. We've already got change in the state here. We have this gap. The price is filling in too. Could possibly trade a little higher. I think we still have London highs intact as well. 87, 68, 71. We got just a little short wick, a slight wick above that high, so The move is for Asia's. High if it is bullish. Price is below the new day open as well. It's not looking too good. We have Asia trending off of the retracement. Slight bearish trend, retracement, bearish trend, retracement. Now, if we can stay above London's lows and start to see higher, but this is the point. These are the 2 points right now for me. New day, at most midnight open, and London low. If we can't get above these two, we're bearish. We're looking for previous day's low. Dow has not moved at all, and I'm not gonna mark up this chart right now. Gold has started to trade lower off of its high. We got Asia's liquidity just been taken. So we have previous day's low here. See if that could be reached for today on gold. Looks like that could be the plan. We have no change in the state of delivery on the 4 hour just yet though, but price did trade down into it. We also have this imbalance that has supported price, so I want to see if it does the same again. As you can see, we had a strong bullish candle from yesterday's price action. Could possibly see previous day's low traded into. We have this fair value gap with this area in price. We now have on silver the low comes in at yesterday's low comes in at 84,560, and we have silver low not necessarily taken just yet, but we do have a run back into the range, a tap on previous week's high and then a run higher. So I want to see if price can stay above previous week's high and continue to run higher. Reaching for $92. Here we have this consolidation. Not really wanting to do anything. Traded below London's lows from yesterday. Came back. And now we've just been consolidating. Again, this fair value gap in here has been tested and respected again. So we just want to see if it's going to hold. And if it does, it should not trade back into. So Asia's low is all the way down here. So we already have an SMT between silver and gold. I have a feeling that we could possibly see silver take its high. It just depends. It really depends on which one wants to catch up to which. We could see a run above previous day's high and then a tank lower to start to see previous day's low. We could see or at least back into like midnight open. We could also see gold take previous day's low. So this is what it looks like right now. Price is trading higher, right? Off of this, Asia's low. Could distribute to London highs and then start to trade lower again, back reaching for previous day's low. And we could see during that run higher, silver take previous day's high and start to trade lower. So no real clear indication as to what price wants to do just yet. Here's oil. We got oil down, going back up, looking to reach for, to see if it can get back above this previous week's high. If it tests it and is still reaching higher, we have this fair value gap here on the daily. Let's go higher. Got it to look like it will. We had a deep retracement yesterday after piercing previous week's high, started to trade lower. We have this gap here on the daily. I could possibly serve for, and then price also traded into this volume imbalance. So that's probably why we had that major trade lower. But we also have this fair value gap coupled with this breaker here that is holding price. With this volume imbalance as well from February opens, volume monthly imbalance, monthly opening gap. So I want to see if price can maintain its bullish momentum to get back above yesterday's high and reach towards 68. It looks good though. Respecting the new week opening gap. Could possibly have it. So yeah. We got Bitcoin at 62,000. Again, next target is 59, and ultimately down into here, which is 58,863. It's looking good though. Down into there. Also been looking at Ripple, just because you know the pairs are correlated. So Ripple's next sell side level is $1.12. We got Ethereum looking to get below 1740 and possibly into 1720. Tesla's making his move down into 383. We got Apple going back. I anticipated Apple trading lower. Apple's in an interesting spot right now. I think this level is no longer valid. Yeah, Apple's in an interesting spot right now. We have this move here, take liquidity. We want to see if price can find some reason to get back above 280. Then we could be seeing all-time highs again. That run below quarterly low was what I didn't want to see. We got 3 days left in this trading candle. in this monthly candle. So how price closes will also be a strong indication for what it wants to do heading into March. Really, this week's candle is like obviously this week's candle because it's the last candle of the month, or yeah, last weekly candle of the month. So this is really gonna be the telltale sign of what's going to happen in Apple. But ultimately, for me, this was a run below previous quarter's low to accumulate sell side, trigger sell side liquidity, a distribution, offset distribution to these lows, and then a continued pattern lower, or a continued move lower rather. So just waiting to see if that plays out the way I'm anticipating it. Wayfair's down. Wayfair's been crazy down. See, it came into 119. I also been watching this Wayfair play for a minute. Came into this like volume imbalance and started to sell. Still bullish on Wayfair though. This is just like a slight correction, retracement on a weekly standpoint. Got it distributing below these lows. Already that's changing the state of delivery on the weekly. Got it below this low, this low. Could possibly see a move back into $50. Or this volume imbalance here. If it loses this volume imbalance, we could see it down into some more into here. Let me see how that plays. Investco QQ. I like it back down in the 579. Netflix has just been crazy dumping. Play I've been watching for someone. Don't look too good. I thought it was going higher, so then like that's not going to happen. Especially with this move back down into here. A lot of levels on this chart. That really don't mean nothing. Now that I look at it again. Yeah, it's just really, I mean, you look at this, it's obviously been in this crazy range for a very long time. So, yeah, this another play I've been watching, been wanting it to get below this 2760 for a very long time. I think that with how it looks right now, we could see it get down into 1725. Everything's still looking how it's looking. Oh, yep, that's the market. Trade above here. Well, actually, for SMT, I think it's trade above here on ES. Trade above 668.66. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, confirmation would be above here. We already got the SMT locked in on here, so this high at 900 looks like a good high to target. So we've already had that sell down. See a strong sell. notice that we got SMT here on gold too, between gold and silver. Previous day's high wasn't taken. My gold did take its previous day's high. New hour candle just formed. I think I'm gonna take a short on gold. I think that once price gets into that fair value gap right there, this is what I would like to see the setup form here. It's already tapped it, so we want to go to lower time frame. Let's see how this plays out right here. Shift in structure below here. And I would There's my short entry.
Order filled.
Selling 2 here. Stop loss is at 5145. 5145 is my stop loss. Selling one contract at 5125. Let's look to see if we could build this position up. If I can get a hold here, I'll sell one more. Sell one more here. Going to reduce my risk just a tad bit to 5144.43. I'm going to sell 2. Here at 5125. Good entry so far. Price to stay lower here. Again, the target is previous day's low, which is at 5120. 20. I'm going to reduce my risk some more here. Honestly, I don't even see it coming back to my entry, so we're going to go break even once that low is taken there. I'm going to leave the stop at 5141 here.
Order filled.
We have our stop taken. We got take profit. Boom. We are out. Great trade, great trade, great trade, great trade. That's how easy this is right here, man. When you know what you know, and you wait for it. That's how easy this is. So we're gonna continue to monitor the price. Man, that was a great entry. Boy, you don't get no better than that, boy. Just like that. Trade took what? We entered first trade at 6:10. That trade took 3 minutes to play. 15 seconds got me feeling like a ninja. Sharp cuts. when you know what you know what you know. So, continuing to monitor NASDAQ now that we done sniped gold down. I want to see if gold is already running back higher. Again, we have not. Let me see. Gold is taking previous day's low. We still have. Silver has not. We now got gold running higher. It's almost 20 points on gold we just caught right now. Got about a little over 10 minutes until the opening bell. So we gonna wait. Again, right now, how I'm seeing this unfold is we got some consolidation going on. You see price traded above Asia's high, then traded down below Asia's lows. We could say pre-market session, Asia's lows here. And now we just so this could be the move, right? Accumulate Asia's lows here in London, distribute them back above Asia's highs for more accumulation and to take it lower. So what I would need to see for this to happen is what is kind of already happening, is SMT here at the highs, respect of Asia's highs, this high here, which is trap liquidity, and a run lower. We got a change in the state on the 5-minute. Price is probably setting up. It's setting up for something. I just don't know what right now. It's not really too clear. Again, like I said, this is just like consolidation. You see, just moving sideways. No real break out of either side of the range. But we got more so of a clear a clear direction here on ES, which means ES is the weaker of the two, definitely. So ES would be the pair to see something. But I don't want to get wrecked before the opening. So I'm gonna let this ride for a second and just continue to watch. But we do have a change in the state of delivery on the 5-minute ES. And NQ actually. Both are in their changes of the states. I would love to see ES come back to New Days Open. Possibly come in a New Days Open and sell from there. Got equities open at 5. So again, we're below midnight open. We're below equity open. ES already making its move. Dow doing so as well. The fact that Dow still hasn't taken its low in London. Again, this is, although you do see the SMT line confirmation here, which is what this dotted line is, this dashed line. This is also SMT too. So we got SMT right here, SMT right here. Now if we can see S&P trade back below here, back below pre-market lows, which is also pre-market lows right here. We got 5 minutes though. I could have taken this short on 15 seconds, but I'm gonna let this ride and let pre-market do what it's gonna do. I think opening bell is seeing ES into its previous day's low, and Dow will, not Dow, but ES will catch up. Nasdaq will catch up rather. Let me see what Dow is doing. Yep, Dow looks poised to run those lows too. Let's see once that opening bell happens. It'd probably get real jiggy real fast. I could have caught this trade back into here for sure on the 15 second. There's nothing here just yet. Man, nah, I wouldn't have liked this. It would have had to trade above here, and it did. Traded above there. Get a bounce here. This gap, 929, 937. I wouldn't have liked that. We're going back for these highs though. Yeah, that's a cool buy right there. Up into there. 32 to 44. Have to stay above here though, right here. It needs to get up here, take that high. You want to see it up. My stop would be below weekly open. If I took it at 32, it would be below. 26 would be cool. Yeah, 26. It will have to get up. Right here, it will have to get up. One minute to opening bell. ES is making this move. Man, I could have took that short. Opening bell's going to send ES down into previous day's low. Okay, we have Nasdaq making a move below pre-market pre-session lows here. Yeah, definitely Nasdaq was the cleaner of the two. Market open. We gotta move higher to start it. That high right there will send it lower. watching the 15-second. Let's see that high that was just priced in right here. Stay and market go lower. Boom. Drop. Below this low, 778. Okay, it's respecting the wick. Oh my God, boy. The accuracy. The accuracy. Look, man. They need to hire me, man. They need to hire me as a market maker. NASDAQ just took London's lows. ES is on the right side. I don't even know why I'm looking at this like this. This dotted line right here, 68.32. Want to see price trade below there. I would have shorted there. $6.39. Man. 68. 24.8. 24.20. That's my 100-point move right there. 740, 730, 720 is a 100-point move right there. $720, 100 points from here to here. You in and you out. Again, I would have shorted in this gap, targeting previous day's low. I'm just commentating, doing a little bit of commentary, tape reading. I really don't need to trade anymore because I already am up on the day. But it's obvious when it's clear and obvious. When it's clear and obvious is what my mentor has taught me. When it's clear and obvious, you will see price run to it. He called it black limousine candles because his bearish candles are black. Mine's red limousines. Red limousine candles. But yeah, this would have been a 100-point move here. Definitely would have caught this. And this would have, I think, for every $5 is 20 points in NASDAQ. So we talking about 68.50, 68.30. This is a 200-point move here. Wow. Now we'll see the shift higher, right? We got SMT formed here. SMT formed at the low. We wait for this though. We wait for this because opening bell is we still in the first 5 minutes of the opening, so a lot of manipulation going on. You can see, you can continue to see it trade lower. I haven't even looked to see what's the target for Dow, Nasdaq. I mean, Nasdaq's lows are at 668, so you could possibly see it run lower into there. We actually would anticipate that for a daily closure, for price to still be bearish, we would anticipate this run below. It doesn't have to get here in the first opening session. We might see a retracement after this strong sell from really from like equity open, you know, it's slightly retraced higher and then sold off, but we could definitely see that happening. Today you will want to be targeting previous day's lows for today. Now, whether, like I said, it happens in the AM session or the PM session, it should happen though. From an algorithmic standpoint, you will want price below previous day's low today for bearish sentiment to still be strong and a higher time frame bias to confirm that we are in the sell program. And this is beautiful. YM back higher. See, now YM just do whatever it wants to do. YM does whatever it wants to do. Traded below London's lows here and just jetted. Let me see if I got that. Oh, and we would have got that back into that high. Boy, stop playing with him. He is not the one to be played with. I really do this chart analysis stuff, man. For real, for real. You would have got boom, boom, boom here. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. We got the run higher on Nasdaq, or on ES rather. Strong bullish move back higher. Again, I still want to see price below previous day's low. I want this to just be a retracement. I would anticipate it rather for this to just be a retracement and for price to come back lower, because again, the idea is that if we are bearish, price should be seeking the lows. You already have S&P has saw this low and confirmed that. Now you want Nasdaq to catch up and confirm that. Woo! It's a nasty push higher. Back above equity open. Man, this is a nasty push. That push is nasty. Sheesh. And this is what happens in range-bound conditions. The things that you would want to see, or the things that would confirm or give stronger indication of which way the market wants to go will happen. Like, this honestly is not supposed to happen if we're bearish. This is not supposed to be happening. This is a crazy move. Sheesh. That's almost 300 points. It's about 250 right now. I wouldn't have even been able to get in on this. Even from the 15-second, it just caught and ripped higher. Yeah, there's nothing down here. Nothing. You would this right here is first presented fair value gap, so right here would have been an entry. This is something that the wizard teaches. First presented fair value gap here. Once it trades higher, close above it, you get an entry here. But even here, like, where's your stop loss go? 802. I wouldn't even, nah. I wouldn't even touch this one. This is way too high of a stop loss. There's like no clear entry for this move. Yeah, you don't. Maybe my guy participated in this. He be on the 5 second. My mentor, he doing crazy stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't have been able to catch. I haven't really traded 5 seconds at all. Oh, shoot, 5 seconds don't look that bad. But 5 seconds go so fast though. I guess you would say once you get this trade below here, you got the SMT with the ES, you get this trade above here, that's a change in the state of delivery. You get this gap right here, entry 707, stop loss at 694, and you let it run. Yo, if I started to trade on the 5 seconds, my God,